Week 15, man. Playoffs right around the corner. Super close. Going to be down to the wire. And I'm really excited to see who's going to, sneak their way in. But, yeah. Hopefully everyone had a good week. Hopefully everyone's team got the dub. Unless you're a Chiefs fan. Yeah. Christmas games coming up this weekend. Should be pretty fun. Saturday, a lot of games. Sunday, there's 3 Christmas games. I believe it happens once every 7 years, just due to the way the calendar kind of falls. But I'm excited. A lot of food, family, football. Sounds like a good weekend. Christmas, my opinion, the best holiday of the year. So hopefully the Broncos can give me a Christmas present. A much needed present. But we're going to get right into it. And let's just get into this week. Whoops. Okay. Let's go off with Thursday night. We got the 49ers and the Seahawks. Had the 49ers win this game. Geno Smith definitely had a pretty, I wouldn't say bad game. Definitely lackluster compared to his other games that he's played. The Seahawks have no run game. I don't care if they just don't have a run game. They could get 400 yards, and I'll tell you that they won't have a run game. They just don't. To me, they're one of the worst running teams in the league, and that's what their offense is based upon. But 49ers took care of business. Brock Purdy, did what you need him to do. 217, 2 TDs, perfect passer rating. That's what you need. Christian McCaffrey was a huge piece in this game. He was spectacular. Kept the chains moving. This team, the 49ers, this game had a lot of third down conversions. George Kittle, he was balling out. He only caught the ball 4 times, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. Pretty good. Noah Fant actually did something for once in his career. Caught a touchdown. Still, I wanted to like Noah Fant so bad. And I was kind of sad when I saw him leave. But, he's just not good. As much as I want to say that he's good, and as much as I wanted to like him, he's just not good. He is one of the worst pass blockers. And he's slow. He's so slow. But he did get a touchdown. If you look here, 49ers got a lot of third downs compared to the Seahawks. I know they only got 2 more, but I feel like every 49er third down was huge. They just kept the chains going. Defense was playing lights out. No turnovers, though. Well, other than, in the air. I was expecting a lot of interceptions this game. Not one was thrown. But there was a couple of fumbles. So. But yeah, I had the 49ers win this game. A lot of people had the Seahawks winning. The 49ers, like I said, plug and play, athletes across the board. The true test was playing in Seattle, though. To me, that's the biggest advantage the Seahawks have. They have the best home field advantage, I think, in the entire league. Hands down. The crowd is so loud every game. It doesn't even matter if they're 1-10. They're still going to be loud. But yeah. Let's go off to the Saturday games. There's only 3 games. First game on Saturday, we have the Colts and the Vikings. This game kind of speaks for itself, Everyone kind of knows what happened here. I'm not going to, say anything that's already been said. But this was pathetic. So I started watching this game. Had some food, had some lunch. I believe it was a late breakfast. Got on my food. Started eating. And my appetite just diminished watching this game. I was like, this is not what I want. This is not what I wake up to watch football for on a Saturday. You know? Halftime comes out and it's 33-0. I finish my food. I feel very full, replenished. So I do what anyone who's normal would do. I fall asleep and take a nap. Because for one, the game was boring. 2, I was full. 3, I was bored. So I take a nap. I wake up and it's like midway in the fourth quarter. Score is like a touchdown away. And all I could think to myself was, how did the Colts manage to do that? You come into the second half, all you got to do is just run the ball, milk the clock, take 40 seconds every play. You do that for 3 drives in the second half. You just do it for 3 drives. You take a full quarter off the clock. I mean, I don't understand how teams with monster leads like this lose these games, because you literally just run the ball. If I'm the coach, offensive coordinator, we're probably finishing the game with 33 points. Yeah, you can call it, oh, they're scared, they're just playing passive. A dub is a dub. You know what I mean? You beat the Vikings here, you change a lot in the playoff picture for the NFC. Just didn't take advantage. A lot of people want to blame Matt Ryan. I blame the coaching staff for this loss. No excuses. I mean, Matt Ryan takes, I say, probably 30% of the blame, but 70% definitely for the coaches. 60% coaches, 10% defense. Defense should have stopped them a couple times. Kirk Cousins was lighting them up. 4 TDs. He had some bad picks in the first half. Dalvin Cook had a pretty good game. Did take him 5 quarters to have that type of game, though. He did have a huge fumble in the first quarter. It was after a big play. I remember that. But KJ Osborne, I don't know who this guy is, but he was balling out. 157, a TD, 10 receptions. And not to mention, you had Justin Jefferson on the other side getting 12 receptions, 123, and a TD. So them two alone, lighting up this Colts defense. If you look here at the total yards, 518. I don't know what. This game just shouldn't have happened, to be honest. Turnovers, both sides, possession time. There's no reason the Colts should lose this game, but best believe they managed to do it. Pretty pathetic, in my opinion. Just pathetic. Biggest comeback in NFL history. It's a damn shame. A damn shame. Next we have probably the most boring game out of all the games for this week. We have the Ravens and the Browns. Ravens playing with Tyler Huntley still. I don't think... Is Lamar on IR? He should be. No, there's 9 and 5. No, don't put him on IR. Never mind. I don't know when he's coming back, but this is his second game. that he's missed. So, yeah, they need him back big time. Deshaun Watson still hasn't had an impressive game yet. Sure, he's been a little rusty, but he is not like his Texan self. He's not flying over the field, extending plays, making crazy deep throws. It's kind of hard to do that in the Browns offense anyway, but they need to change the scheme up a little bit. I still think this year he should not have played. I mean, he shouldn't be playing in the NFL anyway, but this season he shouldn't even have played. They should give him a full year suspension. I think they would be doing better, to be honest, with Jacoby Brissett. He fits this offense way better. It's just a more passive offense with a medium play and run heavy. That's not what Deshaun Watson is. Deshaun Watson is a spread out offense. Give him some speedsters and let him run the football. This is not the offense for him to do that. J.K. Dobbins, really good game. No TDs, but averaging 9.6 a carry. Wild. Nick Chubb, he's hard to stop. He's just getting those short runs continuously. Box score is pretty even. A lot of first downs. Pretty even on third downs. Fourth down, 0 for 3. I didn't watch this game, but 0 for 3 is really bad on fourth down. A lot of possession time. Mark Andrews, everyone's like, oh, he's having horrible games. You have Tyler Huntley. What do you mean? Relax. He's still the best tight end in the league. Easily. Put Mark Andrews in any offense with elite quarterbacks, and he's putting up monster numbers. But yeah, 13-3, really boring. I doubt anyone really watched this game, especially after the amazing comeback. Saturday night, we had the Bills and the Dolphins. So I didn't really watch this game, but I was catching a glimpse here and there, just kind of keeping up with it. This game was so close. And, if that play, they were in the 15-yard line, inside the 15, I think. Josh Allen rolls out. There's like 4 seconds left in the first half. Snaps the ball. And I'm thinking, okay, he's going to throw it away. He doesn't have enough time. He holds on to the ball and says, I'm making a grown man play and throwing this into the end zone. Throws a touchdown pass with time at 0. Huge play. Super impressive. People don't understand that is an insanely high caliber elite player play. I was speechless when I saw that. Tua didn't have a horrible game. The refs were pretty bad and were not giving the Dolphins any breaks. A lot of pass interference calls missed and a lot of drives killed for the Dolphins. I low-key think the Dolphins could have won this game if they got some calls. But what can you do? Tua still had a good game. 234, perfect passer rating. I believe he was not really running the ball that much this game. I think it's a little bit new in his field. I don't think he's ever played in any snow games before. But Josh Allen, 304, 4 touchdowns, perfect passer rating. This man played like the Yeti. Raheem Mostert speaks for itself. He was eating up the Bills defense. Bills could not get anything going on the run game. the reason why Josh Allen has so many passing yards, because they couldn't do anything. They needed LaShawn McCoy out there, I'll tell you that much. But you can see here, I believe Josh Allen had a crazy amount of rushing yards too. Let me check, because I do believe he was running like crazy. Yeah, Josh Allen has 77 yards. With a 44-yard run. I saw that run. That was he just ran down the sideline. I mean, they just couldn't stop Josh Allen at any given time. But, yeah, they got down the field towards the end, kicked that last-second chip shot field goal, stole the game. But, yeah, this game was close. You know, like I said, this game really got decided on a couple of non-calls. So, Dolphins kind of got the bad end of the stick right there. Still a really good game. Good Saturday. Good start, good finish. You could have done whatever those 3 hours when the damn Browns and Ravens played. But yeah. So let's get into the Sunday games. We have the Falcons and the Saints. Didn't watch this game. Had the Saints winning because I did not trust Desmond Ridder to win his first game. And this guy only had 97 passing yards. As bad as Andy Dalton is, I'm picking him over Desmond Ridder. You know, I'm stupid if I don't. But I doubt anyone really watched this game. You know, it's just a bunch of hurt and backups. But, you know, it is what it is. This chair is so squeaky. But, I mean, 97 yards, that's horrible. That's horrible. You have a whole game plan dedicated to this guy, and you get 97 yards. That's insanely bad. Alvin Kamara, 91 yards, still having a lackluster season. Super disappointed in him. I think he might be a free agent coming up. Or did he sign an extension? I can't remember if he signed an extension or not. Either way, he needs to be on a different team. The Saints, they can't do anything with him. He was really good when Drew Brees was still there because Drew Brees couldn't throw down the field, so he just kind of dipped it off to him all the time. But he needs to be on a different team. He doesn't fit the scheme anymore. Let's look at the first downs. Not a lot of first downs this game. I mean, like I said, I don't think anyone watched this game. No one wants to see Desmond Ridder. No one wants to see the Falcons. No one wants to see the Saints with a bunch of backups. I mean, this game is just really lackluster. I didn't even see any highlights for this game. You know, usually you kind of see highlights, game updates, nothing. You know, there was like no big plays. Let's go to the Eagles and the Bears. The Bears, Justin Fields, if he manages to get good in the clutch in the fourth quarter, better watch out. Because he's got the juice. This man can make plays. I low-key think that he is in the running up for comeback player of the year. Or not comeback player of the year, more of like most improved. He has to be most improved. There's no other person who deserves that. He's on a horrible team with no help, no run game, no O-line, no defense, no weapons. He is playing like flag football by himself. He's at recess, and he's the best kid in the class. And they put him with all like the most non-athletic kids. Jalen Hurts had a pretty bad game. You know, he had that one. This O-line for the Eagles is crazy. best O-line in the league. Jalen Hurts, he was running a lot this game. And I don't want to say, oh, he needs to slow down on the running because that's what got him hurt. No, I'm not going to say that. He got hurt on a really bad, unlucky tackle. But he was running an excessive amount this game, and I don't know why. Because this game, I was expecting Jalen Hurts to have like 3 or 4 touchdowns passing. He had some really bad picks. Really bad picks. But he also got hurt this game, and he's on IR. He's not on IR. It would have been crazy to put him on IR. But he's going to miss some time, and I believe into the playoffs, which is a huge bummer, in my opinion. But the run game, pretty lackluster, both sides of the football. Couldn't really get nothing going. Both quarterbacks had to do all the running. Justin Fields, man, give him some help. Give him some old linemen. Give him a running back. I mean, they have to go full heavy offensive side, in the offseason. The Bears might have a scary offense next season, bro. They're going to go heavy in the draft. Free agency. They have to. They just have to. There's just a lot of players on the defensive side that are hurt. And I think when you get them back, add a couple pieces, should be fine. But why is it saying that the Bears only had 91 passing yards? It's like a mistake or something. Maybe rushing? I think that means rushing. I think they got that mixed up. I have no idea. I don't know. Either way, I mean, the Eagles almost choked this game away. I think Jalen Hurts finished this game, but, still hurt. It sucks. I think this definitely hurts his MVP run. I think if he doesn't get hurt here, he wins MVP. Now that he's hurt, they're going to give it to someone else. Josh Allen might sneak that. But pretty ashamed. Jalen Hurts was way on his way to becoming MVP. But let's see what Gardner Minshew can do. The fact that the Eagles are 13-1 and aren't even clinched first place in the NFC is insane. So, yeah. Hopefully Gardner Minshew can get it done. But we'll find out. Cowboys and Jaguars. This game. Wow. Cowboys were in full control. Dominating on both sides of the football. And just fell apart in the matter of minutes. I mean, horrible turnovers. Horrible drops. Couldn't get first downs. Bad defense. Penalties. Cowboys just choked. No other way to say it. I think they were up 17 points. And you let the Jaguars come back like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It was bad. Trevor Lawrence probably had his best career game. 318, 4 touchdowns. Good passer rating. Dak Prescott, I don't know how he has just a slightly worse passer rating, but I mean, I don't even know what to say. The Jaguars just clutched up. Went crazy in the fourth. Made huge plays. A lot of first downs this game. Both teams were just not making big plays, but just kept the chains going. But then when a big play happened, it was catastrophic. But 503 yards for the Jaguars, this game, I want to blame the defense. The defense cannot allow 503 yards for the Jags. You just can't do that. Not a lot of punts this game. Or penalties. I mean, time of possession, 8 minutes. You had 8 more minutes than the Jaguars, and you still lost. That's really bad. This is a tough loss for the Cowboys. You win this game, you might steal first place. I mean, the Colts not clutching up, the Cowboys not clutching up. These are huge losses. Could have been a huge loss for the Vikings. This is a huge loss for the Cowboys. A lot on the line. You can't do that. Here we got the Lions and the Jets. This game was a lot closer than it should have been. Zach Wilson had a pretty good game. Probably his best game in the last, I don't know how many games. Jared Goff was okay. Wasn't like Jared Goff last week. This game was just not really entertaining. I wasn't seeing any big highlights or anything like that. Very low yardage games by both teams. But it just kind of came down to whoever had the ball last, because both teams, when someone scored, other team scored. When the other team punted, other team punted. It was just kind of back and forth, so it was kind of whoever had the ball last. And, it was the Lions. But, pretty boring game. Like I said, not a lot of highlights coming in. But, Lions, man. Proud of them, Laughing stock of the league for the last at least 6 years. But they're coming around, man. Coming around, slowly but surely. Proud of them. I don't know what it is with the Panthers, man. I can't pick them. I can't predict if they're going to win or not. This team is just so unpredictable, and it's annoying. It's so annoying. Steelers, I mean, you let Mitch Trubisky beat you? Panthers defense did not clutch up. It makes me so mad because all the teams that the Panthers are beating, they should be probably losing to them. They should be 9-5. They really should. Sam Darnold, okay game. Najee Harris was eating up the Panthers. Just eating them up. No run game whatsoever for the Panthers. I mean, 21 yards. That's hilarious. That's just horrible. Just 200 yards, 209 yard total offense. 36-23 possession time. Wow. 4 sacks. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, Panthers just did not do anything to get them in position to win this football game. Scoreless in 2 quarters. Man. I can't pick them, and they're impossible to predict. Not a lot of highlights this game either, but still got the job done for the Steelers to keep a pretty pointless season alive. Next, we're going to go into the Chiefs and the Texans. Shout out to the Texans, man. Yeah, it's a loss. It's a loss. But Texans fans should feel like Bronco fans last week. You put 24 points up against the Chiefs. Take them to overtime. You got nothing to be ashamed about. Huge win, moral victory for the Texans. This makes the Chiefs look horrible. You struggled against the Broncos. You struggle against the Broncos with no starters on the offense except Russell Wilson / Jerry Jeudy, and then you lose Russell Wilson. Then you go up against the Texans, who have probably the most bland offense in the league, and they put up 24 points on you. This makes the Chiefs look bad, very bad. Huge moral loss for the Chiefs, huge moral victories for the Texans. Yeah, a win is a win, loss is a loss, but high elite AFC teams are looking at the Chiefs like, whoa, these teams can do this. I know damn well we can do better. So, Chiefs better look out. They got their name written on everyone's board. Patrick Mahomes had a pretty good game. 330, 2 touchdowns. He had a bunch of bad incompletions, though. Davis Mills, he had an okay game. I mean, you got to get way more yards than that, but what weapons does he really have? Royce Freeman was the starter here. That's hilarious. Ex-Bronco could never really get it going. Didn't really know if he was like a receiver back, a power back. He's just a very strange running back that doesn't really fit any scheme. Good third string running back. Good third string. Travis Kelce, 10 for 10, 105. He probably just jogged like he always does, jogs his route. Magically 10 yards open because, the perfect scheme. I think Travis Kelce is up there with Aaron Donald as some of the most overrated players in sports. Not even football. Sports history. He does not impress me at all. The only thing that he impresses me with is his availability. He's never hurt. He's always on the field. He's there every season. If he gets an injury, he misses like one game. He's accountable and he's there. That's the only thing I admire about Travis Kelce. Everything else, he's not that good. People think he's goated. He's not that good. Not even saying that because I'm a Broncos fan. He's just an average tight end. He's in a perfect scheme. People don't understand that the scheme makes average players look like gods. The fact that this game went to overtime, look at the first down. The Chiefs had 15 more first downs than the Texans and had to go to overtime to beat them. Like I said, man, this is a huge moral victory. Look at the stats. 219 total offensive yards to 502. And you still had to go to overtime to beat. 10 more minutes of possession. I have no... Shout out to the Texans, man. Good game. Next, we have Patriots and the Raiders, man. Wow. I have never seen a game end that way. Why Bill Belichick didn't even spike it there, I don't understand. Not spike it, kneel it. Why he doesn't just call a kneel, go to overtime, is beyond me. I mean, the chances of a lateral play going for a touchdown is like so rare. And if Bill Belichick thinks he has the athletes on the field to successfully get a touchdown there, he's losing his mind, because you just kneel it. And if you don't get a successful lateral play, you at least don't throw it to the opposing team. I mean, it was one of the most pathetic plays that I've ever seen. And it's hilarious because it's with a Bill Belichick coached team. Derek Carr had a pretty good game. A lot of incompletions, though. Mac Jones, no touchdown passes. Josh Jacobs, not a crazy good game, but pretty efficient. I don't know who this guy is on the Patriots, the running back, but he has monster games, and then he does nothing, and then he'll have a monster game again. This guy is crazy. He'll have like 150. I mean, look, he's 9 average a carry. Next game, I guarantee you, he's going to have like 30 yards. It makes no sense. If you get this guy consistent, he's going to be like a top 5 back. I mean, these stats just kind of speak for themselves. 2 for 13 on third down. You're not going to win the game. You got to go score points. You got to finish drives. This game also didn't have a lot of highlights. You know, you go into the, you take that play out, and this is just a normal game that goes to overtime. But because of that play, this game just blew up and was like one of the craziest finishes in NFL history. They were hyping up the ending, though. Like, they're like, oh, this is the best ending, most insane finish. I've seen tons of crazy finishes, and to this day, I think the craziest finish I've ever seen is Deshaun Jackson running that punt return back, or Tim Tebow throwing to Demaryius Thomas. Those two plays are the craziest finishes that I've personally witnessed. This one doesn't really come close, to be honest. Next, we have the Titans and the Chargers. Chargers barely won this game, and they were making crazy plays left and right. Crazy interceptions, crazy clutch throws on the sideline. Mike Williams is a beast. Mike Williams is better than Keenan Allen. Fight me. Austin Eckler, you know, they give him the ball as much as a point guard touches the ball in basketball. He didn't really do anything that crazy this game. Derrick Henry, a pretty quiet 100-yard game, touchdown. But this game just kind of came down to the big plays. Ryan Tannehill, he played horrible. You know what I mean? Justin Herbert, he played horrible too. It's just the fact that this really just came down to who was going to make a correct play when they needed it. Chargers, no rushing. I mean, Tennessee, no passing. I mean, this game was pretty evenly played in terms of how poorly each team played. Not a lot of penalties, though. Time of possession, pretty much the same. This game was just boring, you know. Huge win for the Chargers, huge L for the Titans, but, I mean, there's nothing to really talk about in that game. That pick was crazy, though. Sunday night, we have the Bengals and the Buccaneers. No, this was a 3 o'clock game. Was it? No, this was Sunday night. I had the Bengals winning this game, And the Bucs looked like they were, turning down the field, making plays. I don't think this was this was not Sunday night. This wasn't Sunday night. There's no way. Either way, Tom Brady played horrible. Offensive line wasn't no help. Joe Burrow played pretty decent game, pretty low yards for 4 touchdowns, but hey, if it works, it works. Joe Mixon, I don't know if he got hurt, but he didn't play good at all. Leonard Fournette it wasn't really his fault on that fumble. I give it to Tom Brady. This game honestly came down to just so many mistakes. I mean, 5 turnovers. You're not going to win a game, turning the ball over 5 times, let alone turning it over to the Bengals 5 times. But that's pretty much what came down to this game. I mean, just poor protection of the football. Tom Brady threw some bad picks, had that bad exchange, and I mean, the Bengals took advantage of it. 31 points in the second half. But huge win for the Bengals. Huge L for the Buccaneers. The fact that they're the best technically in the division is says a lot. Yeah, Sunday night. That wasn't Sunday night. Sunday night, we have the Giants and the Commanders. I have the Giants losing this game, just like everyone else did. Statistically, this should have been an easy Commanders win. They let up huge plays on the defensive side. Taylor Heineke wasn't really making plays when they needed it. The run game couldn't really get going. I mean, Brian Robinson was getting a lot of carries. Not a lot of carries, but a lot of yards per carry. But this defense for the Redskins, whoa. This defense for the Commanders really, they lost this game for them. Hands down. You have Saquon Barkley to stop. That's their offense right now. You stop him, you win the game. No pressure. They weren't doing anything. Horrible non-called. They had some bad fumbles. A lot of bad fumbles on Washington's side. A lot of almost fumbles on the Giants. But it just came down to that, very last play. The Commanders run it in, get that touchdown. Terry McLaurin literally told the ref, hey, am I on? Cool. And then someone gets motion to that side. He checks with the ref one more time. Hey, am I good? He's like, yeah. As soon as the play starts, he throws the flag. If that is the most that was probably the worst call this season. And then they end up the fact that is not pass interference makes me so mad. He's hugging him, holding on to him on his back, and they don't call anything. That is horrible. Horrible sequence. And those refs just need to be fired. I still don't know why. Take all the refs that are past the age of 53. Take them out. Just take them out. There's no reason those old men should be running around not making correct calls or making horrible calls. They can't see. Their eyes are bad. They're older than normal, players' ages. They can't see. It's infuriating. So infuriating. As you can see here, not a lot of rushing from either team. Not a lot of yards from either team, to be honest. But time possession pretty same. This game just came down to just poor non-called penalties. There was another play as well. I don't know his name, but they threw it down on the sideline. He was double teamed. They hit him before the ball even got there. Another missed pass interference penalty. I mean, this game just came down to just those calls. Those correct calls are made. This game is completely changed. Next we have Monday. I had the Rams winning this game because the Packers have been losing like crazy, making horrible plays, turning the ball over, not being clutch on the defensive side. I thought the Rams could take advantage of that. And what do? They play no defense. They can't get anything going on the offensive side. Offensive line just gets penalties. Can't protect them. Run game doesn't get going. And they just choke this game away. Aaron Rodgers and this Packers offense was kind of having a field day. They were kind of doing whatever they wanted, running whatever play they wanted to run. And it was really annoying to see. It would be third down. The amount of third downs that the Rams continuously kept letting up. It was infuriating to watch. 156 total yards. You're not going to beat the Packers doing that. Even though they're playing horrible this season, you got to do better than that. 15 less minutes of possession. I mean, come on. This game speaks for itself. Baker Mayfield didn't do anything. Offense didn't do anything. The Rams as a team, not offense, defense, special teams, as a team, lost this game. Clicked the wrong one. And we're going to get down to the last game. Cardinals and the Broncos. Was this game entertaining? For a Bronco viewer, yes. For anyone else, probably not. Colt McCoy starts this game for the Cardinals. Brett Rippon starts this game for the Broncos. Battle of the backups. And Colt McCoy is, being efficient, making plays. Defense is playing horrible. And then he gets a concussion. And Tracy McSorley comes in. And I believe when he comes in, the momentum of that game really shifted for the Broncos. Because they were like, okay, we're losing. Their third string quarterback is in. We need to make some plays. So what do? We make plays. Offense starts, moving the ball down the field and just running it down. So this game was going south fast. They made J.J. Watt look like 2014 J.J. Watt. I mean, it's like they were looking at J.J. Watt, and as an offensive group, we're looking at each other like, okay, so who's got him? And everyone was like, I don't want to cover him. I don't want to block him. So what does he do? He gets like 4 sacks this game. He balls out. He deserves Defensive Player of the Week because he almost single-handedly won this game for the Cardinals. Almost stole this game. So once we found out that we can't have any pass plays, we just start running the ball. Latavius Murray, 24 carries, 130, 5.4 carry, 1 touchdown. He's 32 years old. Running backs at that age don't get these type of games. Huge. He came up huge. This is our 5th string running back, guys. Super proud of Latavius Murray. I was very proud of him. Huge game. Marlon Mack, he even had a touchdown. We threw a pass touchdown. We were just making plays. Is this win impressive? It's not. Not at all impressive. They should have easily won this game. I had them winning. I knew this game was going to be a battle of the backups, but, it's the Cardinals, man. You got to beat the Cardinals. You just have to. But I'm proud of them. We broke the losing streak. It's a little bit of momentum going into Christmas. If the Rams play as bad as they played, the Broncos are going to give me a good Christmas present. I really hope they can beat the Rams. Russell Wilson's coming back. Randy Gregory played a little bit this game, so he's going to be full, I believe, 100% going into this game. Knock some of that rust off. Hopefully they get after Baker Mayfield. I really think this defense is going to be flying all over the field. But, can't wait. Brandon McManus he's playing really bad. He's missing easy kicks. He's not making long kicks. He's past his prime, man. I hate to say it. He was the best Broncos kicker, in my opinion, in franchise history, but it's time to move on. We need a new kicker. I know they don't want to get rid of him because it's hard to find kickers in the league, but we got to move on. He doesn't have it. He just doesn't have it anymore. But as you can see here, Broncos kind of dominated, other than the passing, but we took over this game. Second half, we made a statement that we're not going to lose to a bunch of scrubs, backups, huge tackles, big interceptions. This game had it all. As a Broncos fan, it was good to see. But was it impressive? Can't say it was. But I'm happy that they won. So that's all the games for Week 15. Like I said, some really entertaining, a lot of close games. Not really anything in between. But we're going to go into Week 16 picks. And let me tell you that this is going to be a tough week to pick the games. First off, we have the Jaguars and the Jets. I am rocking with the Jaguars. I think they can have momentum going into this game with a huge win over the Cowboys. I really hope they can get this done. There should be no reason that Zach Wilson should be balling out. But I don't know why I feel like the Jets are going to win this game. I'm still picking the Jaguars, but I don't know why I'm picking them. That's Thursday. So Saturday, we have the Saints and the Browns. Christmas Eve. This is going to be a tough game to choose because I feel like the Browns should easily win this game. I feel like they could easily choke this game. I'm still picking the Browns. I think they have a more efficient team than the Saints. But don't be surprised if the Saints win this game. I'm still picking the Browns, though. Oh, this is going to be a tough game. This is going to be a tough game because I don't know if Lamar Jackson is going to play this week. Maybe he'll show me here. But let me see. really want to know. He didn't practice. He didn't practice. Devin Duvernay limped off the field in practice today. And they put him on IR. The Falcons may steal this game, man. This is going to be I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to come back to that one later. Let's get on with the other games. Got the Bengals and the Patriots. I'm picking the Bengals on that one. Patriots are going to come back fired up, though, because they got embarrassed and humiliated. So they're going to be playing with some vengeance, but still got the Bengals winning this. Bill Belichick has huge respect for Joe Mixon, so expect them to shut him down early, and it's going to be a pass attack. Bills and the Bears. Come on, man. Picking the Bills on that one. Giants and the Vikings. Picking the Vikings, man. I feel like the Vikings are just a more dynamic team. You know, they're going to be playing with a little bit of vengeance and a little bit of anticipation because this is a huge NFC game. And they need to show the rest of the league, like, hey, you know, we almost lost to a really bad team. Let's not make that a habit. Lions and the Panthers. I'm picking the Lions, man. I think the Lions are just on a little bit of a roll here. They got efficiency rolling. Panthers, I mean, like I said, they're so inconsistent. I can never pick them correctly. But have the Lions winning this one. Seahawks and the Chiefs. Picking the Chiefs on that one. I think the Chiefs are going to take advantage of very inconsistent Seahawks team. Don't be surprised if the Seahawks get an upset here. I would not be surprised at all. Texans and the Titans. Wow, this is going to be a boring game. It's going to be close. Did the Texans get their second win? I don't think they're going to be able to contain Derrick Henry. I just don't. They couldn't contain him last time. I think he's going to come back. It's in Tennessee as well, I believe, so pick the Titans here. We have the Commanders and the 49ers. Picking the 49ers. Like I said, man, plug and play. I do believe Chase Young may play. He might play. So they need to watch out for him. But I got the 49ers on this one. Eagles and the Cowboys. This is going to be a tough decision because with Jalen Hurts being out, Gardner Minshew's coming in. I believe this is his first game action of the year. Cowboys best believe they're coming back with vengeance. They're playing pissed. They got embarrassed. But the Eagles, man. Eagles are a pretty complete team. This game is going to come down to how good Gardner Minshew plays. Is he going to be enough? Is he going to just protect the football? Do what he needs to do? You take out the running aspect of Jalen Hurts. the running threat, I should say. It's going to come down to the secondary for the Cowboys and the receivers for the Eagles. This game is a 50-50. I mean, it's 50-50. Either team can run away with the win here. Huge divisional game. I'm going to come back to this one as well. Raiders and the Steelers. I'm picking the Raiders. I think the Raiders are just a more complete team. They got momentum. I don't trust Mitch Trubisky. I just don't. We have the Chargers and the Colts for Monday night. Oh, hold on. I'm passing Christmas. What am I doing? We have the Buccaneers and the Cardinals. I got the Bucks, We got backups for the Cardinals. You got Tracy McSorley, I believe, who's going to have to start because Colt McCoy has a concussion. So the Bucks have no business losing this game. No business. We have the Packers and the Dolphins. This is going to be a close one. I wouldn't say that the Packers defense was really tested against the Rams. But they're going to be tested against the Dolphins. The Dolphins are playing pissed. They got the short end of the stick in Buffalo. I think they're going to get some calls getting their way. I'm going to pick the Dolphins on this one. But let's see if Aaron Rodgers can ride the momentum, kind of steal a win here. I believe if the Packers win out the season, they're in the playoffs. Let's go down to Monday night. Chargers and the Colts. Picking the Chargers. I think they're just a more complete team, more efficient, more consistent. But yeah. Let's go back up to the Falcons and the Ravens. It's a tough decision. You got an injured Ravens offense against the Falcons. Desmond Ridder, second ever start. Maybe they throw Marcus Mariota back in there. I don't know. I don't think they will, though. Seems like Marcus Mariota kind of gave up on the team. Got pretty butthurt that they benched him like he was, playing at MVP caliber anyway. Oh, man. First of all, whoever watches this game, don't. I mean, there's not going to be anything worth watching. But you know what? Oh my gosh. This game is so stupid. I'm going to feel like an idiot. Either way. Or I'm going to feel like an idiot or a genius. The Ravens put up 3 points against the Browns. I'm picking the Falcons, man. No, I don't want to pick the Falcons. I don't want to pick them, man. I'm picking the Falcons. better not let me down. That's all I got to say. Let's go back down to the Eagles and the Cowboys. Huge. I mean, like I said, man, this is going to come down to the receivers for the Eagles, defense for the Cowboys. I think the defense for the Cowboys is going to be battle-tested against this offensive line. Eagles won last time. First time they matched up. Where are they going to be playing? Christmas Day. Where are they playing? Playing in Dallas. Man. Both have really dynamic running backs. This is going to be close. Second most points scored a game. Third most points scored a game. Third most third down conversions. Fifth most third down conversions. I think, no. That's just like getting to third down. So Eagles are, in better field position most of the time. But this defense, man. This is a tight game. Does Gardner Minshew go into Dallas and upset the Cowboys at Jerry's World? Or do the Cowboys step up and beat the best team in the NFC? Dang. I hate these 50-50 games, man, with these injuries. Jalen Hurts plays, I'm picking the Eagles easily. I think it's a safer pick if I pick the Cowboys. Like I said, Gardner Minshew hasn't got a lot of playing time. I think I'm going to have to pick the Cowboys on this one. Am I going to be surprised if they lose? Absolutely not. But I think with home field advantage, going up against a quarterback who hasn't played this season, Cowboys coming back playing pissed, playing more conservative, smarter football, I think I'm going to have to pick the Cowboys on this one. I think it's just a smarter pick. Christmas Day. I mean, come on. No, that's going to be Christmas Eve. I'm stupid. But yeah, Broncos and the Rams. I'm picking the Broncos, man. I think that, if Baker Mayfield plays anywhere near as what he did last week, the Broncos are going to eat him alive. I do believe the Broncos have a better defense than the Packers. So, if Baker Mayfield has a bad game, he's going to have a horrible game. I do have the Broncos winning. Russell Wilson will play this game. Like I said, Randy Gregory's coming back. We have a good secondary. I'm full confident that we can stop their run. I really hope we can, but picking the Broncos, man. I think we just have better weapons. But yeah, that was week 15 and week 16 picks of the week. I'm excited for this week. We got Christmas. We got a lot of good food coming up. A lot of good games. Saturday games. Playoffs just around the corner. Huge divisional games to close out the season. I'm excited. I'm really excited. But, yeah, man. Hopefully everyone has a fun Christmas. If you don't believe in Christmas, good family time, get off from work, relax, and watch some football. Either way, hopefully everyone has a good weekend, and I will see y'all for week 16 and week 17 picks. Deuces.